Over the last 5 years, I've worked with 1,876 insurance agents. And in that time, I've seen a myriad of changes. Not only in the way to effectively reach consumers today and the changes with social media and digital marketing and how to generate effective leads, but also in the insurance industry as a whole. I've seen bonuses removed, I've seen compensation structures changed, I've seen companies really put a focus on new business generation, top line revenue, and aggressive growth for agents. They're putting a stringent requirement on agents today to grow their new business. They're taking away renewals. Agents who have depended upon renewal commissions are losing those commissions. And companies at the top are saying, but if you aggressively grow, you're going to see your compensation actually increase. If you don't hit those numbers though, most agents are going to not only flatline, but start to lose money. And the downside to that is that agents are still left with the same archaic ways to generate leads that they had 5 and 10 years ago. Nothing new or innovative has happened. And on top of that, if you're in the corporate world, compliance has really restricted what you're able to do to reach and engage consumers today. They've made it more difficult for you to generate leads and to find interested prospects. And what we've seen and what our team has done over the last 6 to 12 months is we've really dissected our top producers and seen what they're doing in their businesses. We've seen how they structured their teams. And we try to figure out what's different. Why are they so successful? How are they doing things in their agency? How are their sales processes? What are their scripting like? What are their compensation structures internally? How are they picking their teams? What are the roles? What are they doing on a day-to-day basis? And how does that differ from the average agent? And when we look at the agent between $1 and $3 million book, maybe even $1 to $5 million book, with 2 to 3 sales employees, is they have 3 core things that agents in that bracket don't have. They've got time, they've got money, and they've got people. They don't have a better lead. They don't have access to better lead providers. They're not in a better mastermind than you. And in this world of social media with all these new gurus and shiny objects and new marketing programs, you're inundated with better leads. We've got the best contact rates. We've got the best closing rates. Our leads are more targeted. Our mastermind is better. We can teach you how to find targeted leads. Our live transfers pick up the phone. We have better conversion rates. You're going to make more money. And at the end of the day, you've bought into those because you desperately need something new to happen. You've bought into these strategies and you've hit a dead end. You found that they're not working. You've realized that there is no better lead. There is no magic pill. The agents at the top that are producing triple-digit numbers, that are growing their agency aggressively, they don't have access to better leads. They're buying the same leads that you are. But they've got these 3 fundamental things that you don't have, which is not your fault. So what exactly are the top producers doing? You look at the makeup of their team, and typically they've got 8 to 10 salespeople, right? And when we get into their offices and we see the structure and what they're doing on a daily basis, these folks are typically in a sales environment with cubicles. They've got headsets on. They're banging out phone calls. They're making 100 to 150 phone calls a day. They're aggressively and relentlessly following up with their database. And the fact is, if you are 1 to 3 million, 2 to 3 salespeople, you simply don't have the manpower and the bandwidth to make 1,000 phone calls a day. It's not possible. And short of leveraging yourself and getting a business loan to hire people and invest $10,000 to $12,000 in marketing a month, it's not going to happen. So what do? Well, there's a 4th option. That option's technology. And what our team's been able to do with technology is replicate that aggressive and relentless follow-up that these top producers with 8 to 10 people who are cranking out 1,000 follow-ups a day. We've been able to replicate that process with technology, using the same scripts and the same strategies that they're using, but with technology, we can put that on autopilot for you. And in the next video, what I want to do is show you exactly how that works. We're going to actually give you the follow-up strategies and the sales scripts that these top producers are using. Folks that are writing 100 to 300 policies a month. We're going to give you that follow-up process. We're going to give you the scripts, the email scripts, the phone scripts, and the text scripts, just for watching. But then I'm going to show you how you can leverage technology to accomplish that same feat and do it on autopilot for a fraction of the cost.